Okay, ngayon naman ay pag-usapan natin ang kinds of variables and its uses. So, pag sinabi natin variables, is anything that can be measured for quantity or quality. It is anything that can be changes. So, when you are conducting a quantitative study, you are expecting to measure or figure out the relationship between your variables. You may also manipulate or control these variables depending on the kind of research you are conducting. So, always remember that the variables is anything that is changing. So just remember that when you choose a variable or quantitative research, make sure that the variable is under numerical data. So one way to classify the variables through determining their nature based on this classification, pwede tayong magkaroon ng dalawang types, which is the quantitative variables na na-measure natin numerically. So, ang quantitative variables ay pwedeng maging discrete or continuous. So, para saan ba? Bakit kailangan natin alamin itong mga variables na to? Una, ang ginawa natin sa inyong paper ay gumawa tayo ng mga variables na nakasulat sa inyong statement of the problem. Ang kasunod na inyong gagawin dyan ay ika-category nyo kung anong uri ba siya ng variable. Ito ba ay discrete, nominal, ordinal, interval, ratio? Ano naman ang ibig sabihin? Bakit kailangan siyang i-identify? Kasi kung ang variable mo ay nominal, merong particular na statistical test na gagamitin mo to to be your formula para magkaroon ka ng tamang computation doon sa data na nakuha mo during your observation. So, for example, yung data mo ay parehong interval or under siya ng discrete or ratio, merong particular na statistical test or may tamang calculation para dyan na magko-compute para magkaroon ka ng tamang sagot doon or tamang interpretation doon sa iyong nakuhang resulta. Okay? So, yun ang effect o ganun ang kanyang relationship nitong mga variables na pag-uusapan natin na may connection sa inyong statement of the problem and with your data analysis. So now let's talk about what is discrete variable. So the discrete variable can be counted. So nabibilang ang discrete. So ang palatandaan ko dito sa discrete ay yung D and O, or I called it as dino. Discrete variables can be counted. Discrete, another example of discrete is the nominal and ordinal. So discrete variables can be counted. They can only be denoted by positive whole numbers and they cannot be described in ranges. So halimbawa nito ang mga frequency of behavior and group sizes. Another example ng discrete, mga halimbawa, mga hindi nahahati, no? Babae, lalaki, ilan ang babae, ilan ang lalaki. So, hindi mo po pwedeng 1.5 male or 1.5 female. Kung 10 babae, 10. Kung lalaki, 10. So, yung mga numbers na ito mga male and female, so it means that the sex is an example of discrete variable because it describes as whole, not described in ranges. Okay? Another one is the continuous variable. Ang continuous variable naman nire-referred to as interval variable na mini-measure naman ito at dinidenote nito ang non-whole numbers. So, continuous variables, okay, ang continuous variables can have positive and negative values. So, anything na hindi pasok kay discrete variables ay tinatawag na continuous variable. So, continuous variables can be expressed as fraction. Ano ba yung mga variables na pwedeng maging fraction? Ano yung mga variables na pwedeng magkaroon ng values na non-whole numbers? Okay, so example is temperature. Temperature is an example of continuous variable. Okay? Another one is the ratio variable. Ratio variable are special types of continuous variable. So, paano ko ba ito tandaan? So, sa continuous ay tinatawag ko siyang CRI. Continuous variable have two, which is interval and R means ratio and I means interval. So, I pronounce this as CRI continuous, example, ratio, and interval. So ano ba yung mga data na ratio? Ito yung mga data na walang negative value. When the value of ratio variable is zero. Ang ibig sabihin ng zero, ibig sabihin as in wala. So some examples of ratio is age, height, weight, distance, and test scores. So halimbawa, anong score mo? Zero. So the test score or the exam score is an example of ratio variable. Okay? For example, purchase item. May bumili ba doon sa item na yun? Sagot, zero. So, the purchase item as your variable in your statement of the problem will be considered as ratio. Okay? So, another example, plant height. After 20 days, tumaas ba yung height? The answer is same. The answer is zero. Hindi nagkaroon ng plant height kasi namatay yung halaman. So, the height of the plant or the height in your statement of the problem considered as ratio. Okay? So, once again, the discrete variable, nominal and ordinal. Okay? The nominal, ito naman yung mga categorical. Okay? Which means that whole numbers, no? Hindi sila dinidescribe in range. Ordinal, pasok pa rin siya sa discrete variable kasi nagrarang ka ng numbers. No? At hindi siya pwedeng maging negative. Basta anything that is whole, anything that is not described in ranges is under discrete variable. Anything that are can be expressed in fraction, can be expressed in decimal, can be expressed in positive, but the zero means nothing. It's still under continuous variable.